All right, check this out. Last episode, I was telling y'all a little bit about how we gained entry, or how I, and the unit I was in anyway, gained entry into Iraq, from Kuwait, or how that little trip was, that little journey, which actually was something else. If you missed that, go back and check that out. First of all, this is a YouTube series, so what I need you to do is like this video and also subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? That will help a lot. Share these videos, trying to help it grow. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to it. Now, yeah, last time I was telling you guys about how we drove up, you know what I'm saying, in the tank, and that little crazy experience, with the bridge and what was on the other side of the bridge. Woo, that was something. Now this here, real quick, I'm gonna tell you a little story about this. We're actually in Kuwait, and like I said, I was in a medical unit, and so it was full of medics, full of nurses, full of we had the dentist with us, we had X-ray with us, we had surgeons with us, we had ambulance um, platoon, which is where I was at. You had a treatment platoon, which is where a lot of my friends was at. You just had everything medical. You know what I'm saying? So, and it kind of goes without saying, this was co-ed. If you've ever watched we over there in Iraq. We've been over there in Iraq for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? A couple of months. The first couple of months while we was over there, man, everything was just cool. It was easy, breezy. It was straight. The worst you had to deal with was like, diarrhea or some shit. You know what I mean? Everything was just copacetic. It was hot than a son bitch. We was working, and it is what it is. So like I said, we was intense, and so picture mash. That's how it was going down. Like I said, we was co-ed, so our sleep tent was co-ed. You know what I'm saying? When we first got in there, so a lot of my homegirls and shit, they was in there, and everything was cool. Everybody was respectful of one another. You know what I'm saying? And it went down like that for a whole hot minute. Now my homegirl, Irene is what I call her. You know what I'm saying? Young Irene. Anyway, her doggone husband has sent us her husband sent her a care package, right? Nigga, I'm tripping. Her husband sent her a care package, which is of course full of, little trinkets, probably books, letters, magazines, CDs at the time. CDs was really jumping, trying to get a piece of home. You know what I'm saying? Little things like Gatorade, Kool-Aid mix, and that was already pre-made. You know what I'm saying? Candy, just anything that came back from home was like probably like how niggas in prison feel. You know what I'm saying? Or people that's in prison feel. You know what I'm saying? When they get mail, or just waiting to see if you gonna get mail. Man, I can't imagine what that's like being locked up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, and you waiting on mail, man. I'm a CSI fan like a mug, right? So her husband, my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, T, he sent back in the day we was on them DVDs. Like I said, we was bumping CDs, watching DVDs. So he sent her the TV combo pack. You know what I'm saying? Where the screen probably wasn't the screen probably wasn't too much bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like he sent her the DVD TV combo. You know what I'm saying? So couldn't wait. She was talking about it too. So it finally came in, and we finally watching this shit. Like, and we was cool, man, over there in Iraq. Like, we had showers and everything, but the showers was a big, huge tent too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this one of them nights where the TV had came in, CSI season 1. My bad, TSM and CSI season 1. Everybody had got, you know what I'm saying, we had eaten chow. Everybody that wasn't on duty was like fresh and clean, laid down, or set up, whatever. And the way we had it set up was like cots. We had cots, and we had sleeping bags and pillows and blankets and shit like that. So the way it was positioned was I was in this cot, Irene was in this other cot next to me, right? But it was a foot locker or a tough locker, the length of it in between us that separated our cot. So, and there was a rug on the floor, right? So we basically had us a little bitty living room because she put the TV on top of the tough box. You know what I'm saying? In the tough box is shit like Oreos, trinkets. She might have M16 magazine in there. I don't know, but that's where your shit go. Your personal effects, your belongings go in your Foot Locker. So like I said, the tough locker was in between us, rug on the floor, TV sitting on top of that. So I'm on the bed, but instead of laying where my head usually is, I'm flipped over so I can look at the television, right? And somebody else probably got chairs lined up, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the living room. You feel me? We got a TV now, you know what I'm saying, with the DVD player. That's the living room, motherfucker. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm front row. Irene next door, you know what I'm saying? So we chilling. Anyway, season one hard. I gotta admit. I mean, had me hooked from the gate. And I was like, I see why she's a fan. Anyway, so like I said, season one was tough, right? And we didn't watch like episode 1, 2, probably 3, and then I fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, sleeping good too, man. But I done passed out on CSI straight up, as good as it was. Fell asleep. All of a sudden, I just get a Stu, Stu. I hear that in the background. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. I'm knocked out. Stu, you hear that? You hear that? And I'm like, what? Hear what? It was a big boom. You know what I'm saying? Like a grenade, sound like thunder, sound like, I'm like, man, I ain't heard nothing, man. I don't know what y'all talking about, right? And if you listen to the intro when this first come on, and you hear that loud, that of course you hear gunshots, but then you hear that. Once you hear that right there, hey, that's how you know right there. That's the sound that cracked off. Cause I'm like, nah, I don't hear nothing. And then all of a sudden, bow, this loud, thunderous sound, like boom, and maybe another boom, boom. So it was like three of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Probably like 4 total, right? Because I ain't even hear the first one. But the first one was pretty spaced out from the last two. You know what I mean? That first one was just like bow. I mean, whatever. And then you heard doo, doo, doo. Hey, it was retarded. It was sick. It was like, what the fuck going on, right? And I jumped up. I'm like, man, hey, yeah, I heard that. First of all, I'm like, hell yeah. So, I jump up and I remember, and this ain't to toot nobody horn or brag or nothing, but it takes somebody. Somebody got to be, the person that's going to say and do some things at some point, right? And so after hearing all that, cracking off, and just knowing what's popping down, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never been through this shit, right? So it's just like automatically some of your training kick in or some common sense shit kick in, and it's just like, all right, everybody get your and this me talking, you know what I'm saying? Get up, like, everybody get your shit, you know what I'm saying? Get your helmet, get your flag vest, your flag jacket, whatever you want to call it. Get your weapon, get your magazines, and then also get your gas mask. We don't know what the fuck going on, you know what I'm saying? And then we need to get the fuck out of here and meet up there by the headquarters type shit, you know what I'm saying? Go up there where they at, with Captain them and all that. And here, I'm finna turn this light off. You better grab your shit while you can see it. Grab your shit while you can see it, you know what I'm saying? And turn the light off, bam. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We got out of there, da-da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Bam, got the fuck out. Meet up there at the headquarters. We kind of just all checking in. Everybody good. Now ain't nothing else rang out except them 4 sounds. And I tell you what them was. What it is mortars. Those were mortars. And mortar rounds are these huge, what they call bullets. Essentially, they're bombs. You know what I'm saying? And so what they do is they take these bombs. You know what I'm saying? These big ass bullets, you know what I'm saying? They slip them down this tube. Almost like how cannonballs, they would stuff the fucking cannonball, like that motherfucker, and it would boom, it would blow that shit out, right? So this motherfucker, though, they stuff it down the tube, and then boom. So what it does is it shoots up, and then it goes bam, kind of like Angry Birds. You know what I'm saying? It's like Angry Birds, but with big ass explosives, right? And then this motherfucker goes up, bam. So a lot of times, like of course they're outside the gate shooting this shit in. Sometimes they driving down the road and then they pull over real quick. You know what I'm saying? Bro, man, hop out, swoop, swoop, swoop. Like if you listen really, really, really close, if it's real, real quiet, and then you just chilling, you can hear that shit. Doop, doop. And then it's like you can hear that motherfucker crack open too at the very beginning of the thunder. I mean the boom. It's like cry, like a crack of thunder and then an explosion. That's exactly what it sounds like simultaneous, simultaneous. It's late. Anyway, it go off. It's like crack, thunder, right? So, like I said, this only happened like we only had 4, right? So we actually standing outside, like kind of basically, like I said, checking each other. You know what I'm saying? As far as numbers wise. Now, I done got up and told motherfuckers grab this, grab that, grab that. I'm standing up there, man. Ain't got my gas mask, man. Which good thing that nothing had popped off because I'd have been. It'd have been me. God bless America. And then we started getting them mortar attacks every motherfucking night. I probably say it may have skipped a couple of nights after that first initial thing. It may have skipped a couple of nights and then doop, you know what I'm saying? Doo out of motherfucking nowhere. This will happen. Every motherfucking night. You understand what I'm saying, man? From like what was it, y'all? From like 6 to 9. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the window that they would do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, what the fuck? Your whole day could be A1. You know what I'm saying? And then it's getting capped off with some complete bullshit like that. Or, you know what I'm saying, you could have had one of the most fucked up days. One of the most fucked up days. And then that shit. And then boom, 6 to 9 every night. You know what I'm saying? Every night they would drop I'd say anywhere from 2 to 6 of them motherfuckers every night. So you got people running around here shell shocked, man. 4th of July be on some other shit for me and probably a million motherfuckers in this country. Shout out to all the veterans out there that got to deal with that. And shout out to y'all for listening to this story, you know. It's real. And people be dealing with a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stressors and a lot of pressure out here in the civilian life trying to make it for some cats out here. And some young ladies, some people. Like I said, this shit be affecting people for a long time, many years and many years to come. So shout out to y'all. All the veterans out there, all my posse. I love y'all. Stay down. And everybody else. Like and subscribe and share. Comment. Hit me up. I love y'all.